Why do people keep falling for confident and certain leaders, even when those leaders are clearly incompetent? People would often rather be comforted by confidence than guided by competence. That is why incompetent leaders keep rising, not because people are foolish nor because nobody can see the flaws, but rather because certainty has psychological power. It calms people. In times of confusion, fear, decline, or crisis, the nervous system does not naturally search for the most rigorous thinker in the room. It searches for reassurance, direction, and someone who looks certain. A confident leader knows how to supply that feeling in abundance. They speak in absolutes, simplify complexity, and remove ambiguity. They project control while making hard problems sound easy. Frightened or vulnerable people often experience that as strength, even when that it is not necessarily strength but merely performance. This is one of the deeper societal problems I explore in my book, The Confidence Trap. Competence usually looks very different from confidence. Competence is careful. It notices nuance. It asks what is missing. It changes course when evidence changes. It is more likely to say, "This is more complicated than it appears." But in a culture that rewards speed, certainty, and spectacle, that can look weak. So the loud leader wins attention. The certain leader wins trust. The simple story defeats the truthful one, and the performer of control defeats the student of reality. That is how societies end up handing power to people who cannot carry its weight. The tragedy is that confidence can make people feel safe, even while leading them toward disaster. Confidence and certainty can produce belonging without truth, obedience without understanding, and momentum without direction. Once people are emotionally invested, they will often defend the leader long after the evidence of incompetence is obvious. So this problem is not just political, but rather psychological, cultural, and neurological. Humankind is wired to be responsive to the signals of certainty. The implication of this is that mature people must learn to resist the seduction of performance. We must learn to admire the leader who respects complexity and does not confuse noise with clarity. We must reward a leader who can produce receipts, not just rhetoric. The most dangerous leader is not always the most evil, but simply the one who is confidently wrong at exactly the moment people are desperate to believe someone is in control. My name is Vezi. I'm the author of a book, The Confidence Trap.